Alright. Let's see what we get from this, shall we? Make sure we are connected. Actually, you know what? We could do a lot of this in here, couldn't we? Stay safe that way. Those squiddies are down there. Go like this. We could send him in to investigate. He can do a lot of the melting for us. Set that to salvage. Make sure we're connected to the cargo container. We are. Alright, we got that. Take apart this big engine. This thing would be highly radioactive if we stood near it ourselves. Know that one from experience. I'm gonna sit here and melt it down. And we'll probably speed this part up. And back as soon as that's done. Alright, I believe that's good. Has it all. I'm gonna fill this back in before I go back. I don't like these big holes near my base. And we'll continue on. So I'll see you guys afterwards. Alright, so I just realized I might actually be able to feed these titanium plates into the factory to get the titanium that we need. Let's give it a try. Then we can get this bad boy printing here. So, Sealab. Gonna publish this guy, or we're gonna send it to the factory, I mean. And then it needs 23 titanium rods. Let's see if we feed it a plate. We'll feed it 2 plates and see if we get any. We get 1 titanium rod. So we got 14 for all of that. So that means we need to find something else to break down to get those titanium plates from. There's probably a couple of capital vessels out there. So we can do that. It wants iron of 1778. I have that here. It wants 2,894 stone dust. 2,894 there. Where are you? Factory? Factory. Boom. There's that. We need 1189 silicon ingot. I'm gonna take off half at a time here till I get this 1189, huh? 1159, 60, 70, 80. 1189, right. there. That down here. Go back to the factory. Drop him in. I need 140 copper ingots. Way less than what we have. Said 140, right? We'll just punch this up to 140 real quick. 140 copper ingots. Into the factory, please. Bam. I need 38 cobalt ingots. So... Oop, went one over. There's 38 cobalt ingots. Bam. 20 neodymium. Perfect. Perfect half there. 15 carbon substrate and 1 wood plank. 15 carbon substrate. Can I make some carbon substrate? Nitrocellulose. I already have it here. And 1 wood plank is going to be interesting. Let's see if we have any wood left. We do. Okay, I'm going to turn this off real quick. Put that up in there. I'm going to kill that. Make me a wood plank, please. Make me 10, just in case we need them again. And then you can go back to making fuel. And not going to nearly make that much, but we're getting fuel made still. Come on, give me my wood plank. Bam. There we go. 1 wood plank. Alright. What we're going to do with that is feed it right into the factory. Oop. Where'd my bar go? Alright, 15 and 1. We need a bit more titanium rods. So before we can finish this, I got to run out somewhere and get us some titanium rods. I'm going to start by hitting these smugglers' ruins. This one here. We already cleared broken engine. That one, and then we can move towards taking apart the Heidelberg if we need, because some of his hard reinforced blocks will give us titanium plates. So maybe we should do that. Maybe we'll just go to the Heidelberg and start taking off some of the armored plates on it. I'll catch you there. Alright, so what we're looking for is anything that's a hardened steel block like these. If you take that apart, you'll see you get titanium plates and steel plates. So that's what we're looking for, are the hardened steel. We want to be careful not to do it and collapse too much of the thing yet, because we haven't done the story yet. So just take off the hardened steel wherever it seems like you won't cause too much of a problem. So we'll just get a bunch of these real quick. The destroyed blocks won't give you what you're looking for. You want those right there. Let's see, what have we got so far? 37. Let's feed them into the factory and see what happens. Oop. Alright, factory. How many more do we need in there? Titanium rods. We're at 14. Boom. Plenty enough. Start production. 2 hours and 1 minute before this will be done. And so what we're going to do is I'm going to probably see if I can shortcut this. And I'll show you how. With us being built on the almost near the pole, this should be easy to shortcut. I'm going to catch you back at base. Never turn down a golem when you see one. Oop. There we go. Alright, so because this is nearly on the pole, what we're going to do is we're going to grab our tent. We're going to run across the pole to the other side of the planet, where it should be night. Very short trip being on the pole. So we just go straight north, cross over the pole area, which Hopefully one of these days they'll figure out a way to make this part of the world more interesting. Right now it's just nothing. At least we can pass it. I remember back in the beginning when we were playing this, there was a big energy barrier over the pole because they had no way to kind of let you pass through it to get to the other side. They didn't have that figured out yet. They've got it figured out now, but apparently it doesn't really give you much in the way of interesting things to look at. Now, is it night? I can't tell. It might be night. What we can do is we can throw our tent down. Maybe you can't put the tent down on the pole. Oh, you can't. Okay, well, we'll go across to where it becomes land again. Just keep going. Now we're going south, which is technically south because we passed through. So we come run over here real quick to the south until we get back to real land again. Should start getting dark because it is night on this side of the planet. There we go. Right here should work. Gonna set this down like that. And we look at the map. Or we look here, we can see we're at 2 hours and 1 minute, right? Production time. If we sleep, make it day here. Now we look at this. Nope, okay. Apparently we can't cheat it. Oh, no, wait. Remaining time, 1 hour 36. Sorry, this is a total production time. 1 hour 36, so we just cleared 30 minutes, right? So what we're going to do now is we're going to run back across the pole and throw our tent down on the other side, of course, because it'll be night on that side of the planet now. And we'll just basically short circuit this probably to 5 minutes versus the 2 hours that it was going to take to complete the production. Because basically anytime you sleep, and this only works in single player, obviously you can't sleep in multiplayer, but anytime you sleep, any clocks in the game actually get updated too, which is kind of cool. Alright, we're back across. Let's get to the real area, not this desolate wasteland that is the poles. Alright, stop right here. Pop out. Go down the tent. Let's look at our time real quick. 1 hour, 35 minutes. One hour, 3 minutes. So we're basically killing about 30 minutes every time we do this. So I'm going to keep doing that until the production is done, and I'll catch you guys as soon as we are ready to print. Blueprint production successfully finished. Alright, now before we actually print it, we need to get out in the water and flatten out, remove the foliage. Well, we ran out of fuel too, so let's get that back on for our food rots. Give me you, because that's also what passes. Fuel usage will pass because time has passed, right? So if we do F4, let's see how bad our food. I didn't even think about that. Nope, we didn't lose any, so that's good. Alright, we gotta go out here, we gotta flatten out an area, get rid of all of the weeds. I figured this middle area out here is a good spot because it gives me plenty of view of anything coming from the other sides. So we'll probably go right about here, where I put this marker. As good as any spot. And what we're gonna do is go to the bottom. We're gonna lay our tent down here. And then we're gonna pick it up, and we're just gonna keep doing that, going back and forth until we clear out the area. Right? Boom. Boom. And we're gonna make a nice big area for the tent. Or for the base. Because all of this has got to be cleared out. So let me do that. I'll clear this up, and then I'll bring you guys back. Okay, so pretty large area cleared of vegetation. I'm think this is on a hill. It's hard to tell underwater. I think there's a hill going up that way, which will be kind of hard to deal with. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this to flattening, and I'm going to flatten the whole area out to the level that I'm standing on. So if I start flattening this way, it should change and bring down anything that's not on the same level. Just want to make sure that there's no obvious terrain issues. You know what I mean? Bring all this down. I'll bring you back as soon as this is done. Alright, so the plane is mostly flattened out. I'm just kind of going around the edge with a resource drill. I'm just kind of taking off the harsh edges. I'd rather it look kind of like a hill that goes down. And then on the edges here, I'm just taking this guy and knocking back the vegetation a little bit from the edges there. So we don't have any weird hangovers. Nothing that just looks like plants floating in space. There we go. Ooh, look, we got a Prometheum stone, which means that we can drill him. See what we get out of it. Seven, 14 Prometheum, not bad. Alright, I'm just gonna go around this edge one more time, make sure everything looks smooth. And we'll spawn it in. We might be good there. I think we might be good. I think I have, oh yeah, I'm low on oxygen. You can see I'm about to suffocate, but what I did was I made a quick O2 condenser. Oop, didn't mean to do that. That's okay, this I can just breathe real fast. Alright, and then there's a boulder here that needs to go. Alright. Alright, moment of truth. We gotta spawn this bad boy in. So, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put on structural integrity so I can see as soon as I put it in what it's gonna look like. Now we're gonna go into our factory. We're gonna take our Sealab and we're gonna spawn it. And where'd it go? Why is it no? You're not gonna go below the surface? Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. Come on down. But placing something this large can be a mess, so just gotta get it where you can. Come on, you can do it. I believe in you. No, why you be this way? Get into the air. So it's got a basement on it. You guys didn't see me build that because that was lost in the previous. Wow, okay, this thing is going to be even bigger than I thought it was going to be. That's all below the surface. I don't want it to be that far below the surface. I want it to go... Yeah, okay, this is going to be complicated, I can see. I want the pillars to be above the surface. We might not have a big enough area, honestly. That might be the problem, is the area's not big enough. Okay, well, that said, I'm gonna hit escape. Hopefully that... If we go back into our factory now... It's still waiting to be spawned. Okay, good. I guess I'm gonna knock out more area here. This has got bigger than I thought it was gonna be, so hang tight, I'll be back. Alright, made it bigger. Let's open it up. Let's see if we can do this time, shall we? That way, food. We're close enough. The ship is up top, so... Alright, one more. Okay. Let's see if we can get it in place this time, shall we? Bring it down. Ooh, it's right on top of us there, isn't it? I don't want it right there. I'm gonna come out this way real quick towards the edge and see if I can place it inward. There we go. Bring it down, bring it down, bring it down. Why are you being a pain in my butt? Don't be a pain in the butt. Come on. You just gotta baby it. Wants to pop back up too far though. It may be that we have to bring it, like dig it out. That might be what we're gonna have to do, and it's probably because of that bottom piece that I did, the basement. See that little square there? So it may be that our best bet is just to bring it as much down as we can. Let's say here-ish. Yeah. That's gonna be the best we got right there. So let's go ahead and spawn it in, I guess, at that level, and then we can dig it out. Alright. Look how big this guy is. Massive. Let's see how much of this side we didn't get. Oh yeah, no, it's bigger than the area that we even started, that we dug out. Alright, so I guess my next step is to dig it out. I'm probably going to go down in there and bring the terrain up and fill these areas first, and then we'll dig it all out. So, yeah. So that way the air, it gets rid of the, you know, the water in those areas. So we'll go in here. Open this up. Open this up. We can just take filler. Let's take a quick look and see how long we've got. So far, nothing is triggered, so maybe not a big deal, right? Let's see. Should be air there now, yeah. Okay, so I'm just gonna do that. I'm gonna go through, fill it all in, dig it back all out, and then dig the bottom out. And I'll be back afterwards. Alright, there she is. Sealab is back in place. Haven't turned her on yet. Take a look here. You can see we've got an attack coming in about 5 days. But we got plenty of time to rebuild our cannons and get our constructors online and get all of that going. And so we'll be ready for that attack, hopefully. It took me a little while to get her in place. I actually rolled back the game to right before I put it in when I showed you guys in the last scene, because I really did not like the way it looked in this like hole in the ground. So what we did is I rolled it back to right before then. I dug a big hole for the basement part, which is what was screwing us up. This part down here that wouldn't let it. So I dug out a big hole for that, and then I set it over top of that. And then I went and filled in. You'll notice out here, there's a lot of filling around it here. Show you real quick. Nothing's coming on automatically because I haven't turned the base on yet. You can see like all this filler around where that hole was. But yeah, so it's in place. It's ready to go. It's a little deeper than it was because the top isn't sticking out, but that's okay. I kind of wanted it to be deeper anyways. So what we'll do is we'll have to add a new cap up here. And I filled in up through the top here, so we should be able to use the elevator without hitting water. So yeah, ready to go. Now I just have to spend some time ferrying everything over from the shoreline and getting it back into the boxes here. And we'll continue on, but that'll be next episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed me getting caught back up here from the public launch. If you did, do me a favor, hit the like button. If you want to see more like this, hit the subscribe button. And next episode, we'll get the guns back on and we'll be ready to go. Until next time, you guys have a great rest of your day. Bye now.